with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Virginia Tech's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have the...
Breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Hokie, high, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of them.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running to the left. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks. Enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are backing up their pregame words. They're hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Smith takes the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 30. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the...
Turns on the Jets. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job of finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Card in the backfield. It's Harden. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. It'll be a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score.
Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll run it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hokies are marching down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it for a big play. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gonna run it. It's Green. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Running to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Well, so much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 and plus territory. Looks as if he's going to run it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. He'll try to pop the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over. Throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Crosses the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Threads it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown Mustangs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about... bomb, the Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try the left side. Running into the open space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
17.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Hokies want to move quickly.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Let's go! Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy
gashing the D on the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be changing the route. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. From the red zone, it's Stewart. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Mustangs. Myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mustangs are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the... for a short gain.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Picks up the first down, still moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stopped him short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard